Okay, I have 8,000 followers on TikTok. Considering TikTok, not a lot, but here are some things I have done for the past just under a year since starting my TikTok that I've done to protect myself and my family. And if you're starting a TikTok, here's what I do, and, you know, take some advice from it. First of all, I do not share my real name. Now, I know a lot of people do share their real names. Literally, one of the people I follow the most, Kenzie. I don't even remember her last name, but she has both her first name and last name, and that's a personal choice. I've just never shared mine on the internet. All of my accounts, my Instagram, my Snapchat, my old TikTok, this TikTok, even my email address, don't have my full first and last name. None of them do, and that was just something I knew I should do from a young age for protection wise. Like, even my private Instagram account is my first middle name. My public one is my middle name, and then a shortened version, or like, oh my god, a nickname, I guess you could say, of my surname. And that's to protect me, and also to protect my family, so you guys can't find my family members through my last name. Although that would actually just lead you more to my dad's side, which I don't talk to, but still, it's protection. Another thing, name-wise, I do not share the names of people who don't want to be shared. I have definitely mentioned my siblings' names, especially some of my older videos, but I'm trying to not share my siblings' names, or my parents' names, because none of them, especially my siblings, want to be involved on TikTok. They don't want to be seen, they don't want to be heard, and I'm not going to put them on if I don't want to be on. I also normally don't share my friends' names. There's only one friend's name I do share, which is Ellen, because she has told me she's fine with her name being said, being tagged, and being shown on TikTok. And another friend, I think he's fine with all of that, but I do actually need to check with him. But I don't share anyone else's names unless they want to. And when I go to uni and I make friends and they find out about my TikTok, I will ask them, I'm like, are you fine being in TikTok? Do you find me to say your name? Like, just because I choose to be on the internet does not mean people around me have to be on it as a result. And not a current thing, but what I'll do when I have kids, I love when people show their kids online and their names. I'm fine with doing that, but I'm going to teach my kid from a young age, being like, you are, you know, online. If they ever get to the point of saying they don't want to be online anymore, I will take them off. Stuff like that. So that's the main one. One thing I'd also massively recommend, if you want to keep your kind of private life separate to your content life, is creating a separate Instagram account. So I have a private Instagram account, which is the one I've had since I was 11, that has my family and, like, secondary school and college friends following me massively. I never post on it, but for example, I posted our farewell Friday from college on it. I did on my private one because I wanted to tag friends and my college, and you guys were not finding out my college. Even though I'm done, you're still not finding out what college I went to. On my public one, I might post pictures, like when I posted a picture of me and my siblings in the hot tub from our holiday, I put emojis over their faces because they do not want to be on camera. They don't want to be seen, so I hide their faces. Stuff like that. Talking about, like, filming stuff in general, I also am really careful with making sure I don't film my train station or my college train station, especially, like, the names of the locations, so you guys can't find me. And when I film, like, day in the lives or stuff like that, or vlogs when I used to go collect medication, or even when I went to the post office in my last vlog, I made sure to cut out when they said names or where it would show names, or like when I collect parcels, make sure you guys can't see my name. Because when I went to collect my parcel the other day when I'm filming, she said, okay, name, I'll go get it for you. I cut that out because you guys were not getting to know my name. Job-wise, I also don't share jobs. I don't know if I will share my job. It depends on what job I get during this summer, but especially because I've applied for jobs that work with kids, I'm not going to specify that because I'm working with children. Their safety is an utmost priority. But like, if I get a job in like Primark or something, I might share that because there's so many in England and you won't find me. Like, for example, I've shared that my mum works in Next because there's so many Next in England and it's very hard to narrow down. One job I will never share is my dad's job, and there is a very important reason for that. So many of you guys have probably done what I've done in the past, which is like search up your family's name or your parents' names on Google and see what comes up. The thing is, because of the position my dad is at work, if I search his name up, he comes up very easily, and we also come up very easily in connection to him. One of the first photos on there is literally my dad and my mum, and in the past I've found, just through search, a picture of me and my siblings as kids, as when we were like really little, and then that was connected to his Facebook. Something that does help is that none of my family actually uses Instagram anymore or Facebook, because they still have them, but they don't post. Or they've like almost kind of deactivated their accounts, which massively helps me and them for protection. And when I get my job in Reading, because I'm getting a job through my dad's work, I will not be sharing that either, because I do not want to be found, and I don't want you guys to find my dad through that. And again, location-wise, I've never shared my town. I've never shared the town I go to college in. I've shared that I'm going to uni in Reading, because Reading is huge, the biggest town in England. You guys would struggle to find me in a university, let's just say that. A university is, like, the town is one, way more populated, and also we're all 18. It's a lot safer than being college where people are like 16, 17, 18. And it's way harder to, one, get in, and two, find where I would be, because the schedules are so different in college, and it's a way larger area, and you're very likely to get caught. Stuff like that. I've told my medication. I'm very careful with filming where I like go to doctor's appointments or my surgery, because you can even find stuff from that, especially my surgery, because the name has the name of the town that I live near, so you guys are not finding me. And that's just personal things I do. For example, I shared where, I don't think I've even shared where I'm going on holiday next week, stuff like that. I try not to share in advance. The only reason I shared that we're going to Center Parcs in advance is because Center Parcs is absolutely humongous. And it'd be very hard to find 5 people, actually not even 5, one person that you recognise when there's so many people, because we went during half term and it was very busy. But like when I go with my nan and my parents somewhere next week, I will not be sharing that until the morning of me going. Maybe not even that, maybe not until the morning, the day before, the day after, I mean, sorry. Because again, a protection thing for myself and my family. But that's all I do, and if you guys have any other advice, do tell me, especially as I hopefully grow bigger. And if you're starting out, I hope this advice helped. Bye!